Are you currently working?
No, sir, no. I worked from 2022 to 2023, 1 year.
Okay, where? Which technology?
LTI entry, sir. It's related. In the starting, it was about Java development, and so
Mhm.
slowly they progressed to cloud DevOps. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, are you aware of this position?
Yes, sir.
You are CBIT Produttur or Hyderabad?
Hyderabad, sir.
Hyderabad. Okay, okay. So your native place, shall we know?
Nizamabad, sir. From
Oh,
Nizamabad, I'm staying in Hyderabad. Yeah.
okay, okay. So are you aware of this position,
Yes, sir. 100%, sir. Yeah.
work location? Can you tell me those details, please?
Yeah, sir. Work location is in Nellore. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, sir. There is also 2 years of bond.
Mm,
Which in case if we break, unfortunately, we have to pay 1.5 lakh rupees. Uh, there is also because it is a Japan-based company, we also need to learn Japanese. There will be
okay.
training given, and we should also be completely focused to that, also dedicated to that. Uh, yeah, sir, it's a startup. The date was announced to be 31st April. It is
Okay.
tentative. It is tentative, but yeah.
So
Uh,
why do any company put some bond for a fresher? Are you aware of that?
Bond for a fresher, sir. The company has to allocate a lot of resources for even conducting interview. From conducting an interview to arranging the resources, laptop, etc. There are many resources, sir, and also the time allocated we have to consider it. So it is reasonable to have a bond, sir.
For experienced also, we do the same, right? We will spend some time for recruitment process as well as laptop. Everything is same, but why only bond for freshers? Do you have any bond with LTI Mindtree as a fresher?
Yes, sir. I had it. It was there.
How many years?
It was 1.5. One. Yeah.
So then why you came out within 1.5 year?
It was actually a personal thing, sir. Actually, mm, it's a, I would say it's a mistake from my end only.
Okay,
So I started my career. It was in my hands only. I made a mistake. It's like I would say the biggest mistake of my life till date. Uh,
okay.
Till then, again, I was like 2 years uh, analyzing and doing everything, and now I think I am ready to restart my career, sir.
So how you broke the bond? Um, like you paid any amount or
Yeah, sir. It
how?
it had to pay the amount, sir. Yeah.
You paid them already?
I need to discuss if I can discuss it privately. I would, sir. There is
Okay.
one issue, but the thing is, I had exited unexpectedly. So yeah, sir.
Okay, no problem. But here, why companies ask for bond for freshers especially is because we need to invest a lot of time, money. We need to arrange some dedicated resource to train you. There is an on-job training, Japanese language training.
Yes.
Everything is heavy cost involved in that. Not only recruitment process, of course, recruitment process is same for freshers and experience, but especially for freshers, training time is very high. For experience, they come join and they will work immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So company starts getting amount from clients, but for freshers, we need to train freshers. We need to train language. We need to, at least it will take 1 year for them to understand everything as a fresher because you don't have any IT experience. You don't know how to speak with clients, how to behave in the projects, all these things. So that is why every company asks for some bond. The same procedure here as well because you are getting on-job training and you are getting Japanese language training. So definitely company side, we don't want you to break the bond because it's a loss for us. Even you pay 1.5 lakhs, that is nothing. Again, we need to recruit someone.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is not even helpful for you because many persons don't understand nothing will happen in 2 years. If you join any MNC company, you will not even get the salary hike. You don't get any on-site chances even after 10 years of experience. That is the reality. Okay.
Okay.
So, and no one will give you Japanese, German training, French, Spanish, these kind of trainings, nobody will give you. That is very costly. We are doing it because there is a lot of resources gap in Japan and they need Japanese language. If you know Japanese, you can easily work anywhere. Once you are into Japan, 2 years work with us, both in India and Japan. Later you can switch wherever you want and you will get high demand as well,
Yeah.
high salary. Everything is good. Okay. So now, shall we know about yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, sir. Okay, sure. So my name is Harshvardhan, sir. As I said, I'm a 2022 graduate. Uh, at LTI, starting from LTI only, my journey of DevOps has been started. Till then, I have been introduced to various aspects, like I would say containerizing applications using Kubernetes, Helm, and Docker, writing CI/CD pipelines and maintaining it. Uh, let's say observability tools, and automating infrastructure using Terraform and Ansible, and all this along with using the AWS services as well, sir. I also have hold two certifications, sir, which is CKAD and GCP ACE. CKAD stands for Certified Kubernetes Application Developer, and ACE is for Associate Cloud Engineer. I have those two certifications. Sir, I believe that I'm committed enough and skilled enough to skilled enough to work at Ideal LLC, sir, Ideal Folks LLC. So yeah, sir, looking forward for the next steps.
To you, what is DevOps in your perspective?
So DevOps is I would say it's a process improvement to Agile. So it's something is it the main two goals of DevOps, I would say, is faster releases and with less defects. Uh, deploying the code which is in developer's laptop, it has to go to production environment. So streamlining the process, a set of again the principles of DevOps. If you talk about, there's collaboration, there is CI/CD, there is automation. So I could say DevOps is a set of practices, sir, to make the building, testing, and deploying the code as fast as possible with minimal defects. I would say that.
Okay. Okay. So what are the technologies you are highly confident in DevOps?
I have worked a lot with Terraform, sir. Terraform, Docker, and Kubernetes. I think so.
Okay.
Shell scripting or those are relatively easier, sir. But I would say we'll reference the documents a lot for that. So I would consider. Yeah.
Why should we use Terraform?
So Terraform, it's about automating infrastructure development, sir. So it's an IAC tool, which stands for Infrastructure as Code tool. So which simply means that we'll manage the complete infrastructure using code. So we'll get a lot of advantages when we use code, sir. The first advantage is version control, and second, because we can track all the changes. Second is collaboration or consistent environments. The same code will be run, the same output will be there at all times. Apart from that, there are also additional advantages in Terraform, so like state management, Terraform modules for reusability, dependency management, implicit and explicit. Yes, sir. So it offers a wide variety of advantages as IAC tool.
Okay. Mm, how do you check open ports in Linux server?
Okay, we have a command called a netstat command, sir. Netstat command, which
Hmm.
what are ports opened. We use option like netstat tulp, if I'm right. So basically, we can check using netstat, and there is an advanced version of the command, sir. I believe it is ss command. So both are related to what are the open ports, what are the processes running, and what are the open ports. We can check using that.
How do you create user in Linux?
We have the command known as user add command. So yeah,
Okay.
user add user.
What is shebang?
Yeah, shebang. It is used to specify the path to the interpreter, sir. So in shell scripting, in the scripting, we can have multiple interpreters. So we define what interpreter should be using so that it is consistent across whoever runs the script. Those interpreter will be selected.
Okay. How do you check the exit status?
Sir, there is a special variable. We can access it by dollar question mark. So if it is zero, everything is good, like everything is running perfectly. If it's another number, it's a failure. There's a defect.
How to get all the arguments passed to shell script?
It is dollar at the rate, sir. The special variable again.
Okay. What are Ansible handlers?
Ansible handlers, yeah, sir. So in Ansible, we write tasks. When we rerun, if I rerun a playbook, if a task is rerun, so basically, if I would say there the concept of notify and handler, sir. If a task is run, if I only want if only the task is run, I want the other task to be executed. I would use notification and handler, sir. So if there is a task A, only if the task A will be run, then B will be run. So here A notifies and B is the handler.
Okay. What is the difference between CMD and entry point?
Yeah, sir. So both are executed at execution time, sir. When the container is running, both will be run at the same time. But the difference is, sir, when you pass arguments through the Docker command, in CMD, the argument overrides the command CMD's command. While in entry point, the argument which is passed by Docker will be appended. So that is one
Okay.
difference, sir. Yeah.
So then can you share your screen and write some code definition?
Sharing, sir. Yeah, sir. We have kind. Kind is we are writing a definition of this one. We have API version.
Okay.
So basically, all the Kubernetes resources are divided using different groups. That is where we provide the API version, and we have metadata, sir, in which we can
Okay.
give name for the pod. Suppose my pod is Nginx, and we can give also labels if any we want. Like let's say environment is dev, and we can give any namespace. Yeah, namespace also. Let's say it is dev, and here we have the most important fields or spec. In this, we can write containers. Uh, and we can give the name of the container along with any tag if we want. Uh, no, name, yeah, we can give any name and we have to give the image. And if we are specifying any ports, we can specify the ports.
Can you explain the Jenkins pipeline you did?
Yeah, sir, sure. I'll explain it for a Kubernetes application, sir.
Mm.
So I'll list the processes. First is in checking out the code, sir. So first in GitHub, we'll configure some webhooks, sir. So basically, when a developer hits commit or pull request, the request will go to Jenkins and the pipeline will be started. So
Okay.
first stage, we have checkouting the code. So basically, we clone the code from the repository and we keep in the worker node. And second is building the code and unit testing. So for example,
Okay.
if we use Java, we have uh, Maven as build tool, and for testing we can use JUnit. By building, we'll generally get a jar file. Suppose if we use again Node.js, React, or Angular, we have npm as a build tool, and the zip file is the build. Again, for testing, we have Zest, Mocha, and other frameworks. We can once after build and testing is completed, we'll go to next stage, which is scanning the code. Here we can say we are performing SAST, which is static application security testing. We used the tool called SonarQube, and SonarQube offers a lot of variety of parameters, like code coverage reports, uh, code smells like duplicacy of code, unused variables, unused functions. Uh, yeah, again, it also gives like security and vulnerability testing also. So if any credentials are open, if any API key is open, if any passwords are open, so that is there. And we can also configure quality gates. So quality gates, I can say simply it's like a conditional. Like if the required criteria is not met, the pipeline will be aborted. So that's about SonarQube. Once building is done, static analysis source code is done. Next we go to building of the images. Once we use Docker here, once the image is built, then we proceed to Docker scanning of the image. Here we use the tool called Trivi. It's a simple security vulnerability testing tool. So it scans the image and it reports if any severe or critical, errors or vulnerabilities are there. Once image scan is also done, then we go to pushing the Docker image. So we push to ECR, which is Elastic Container Registry. The Docker image is pushed to there, and then the deployment pipeline will be triggered. In deployment pipeline, we used Kubernetes manifest style, but we used Helm to deploy into different environments.
Okay. Thank you. So, are you interested to move another country and work there?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Shall we know the reasons? You want to stay back in India, or you want to, if you are given a chance, you will move to other country? Or not?
I would say I would go to another country, sir, definitely.
Okay, that's all from my side. Any questions?
Sir, I mean, from my side, if there are any concerns regarding any my skills or any my qualifications, do you have any like that I want to address?
Skills are always secondary.
Yes,
First
sir.
thing is behavior and responsibility. Okay. So, for example, there are two persons. One is highly talented, but completely irresponsible and careless. Any company, they don't need them.
Yes, sir.
So, first thing, responsibility and behavior is important. So, technology, anyhow, it will come. Maybe
Yes,
somebody will get it late, somebody will get it soon. So, yeah, this is like honesty, I can say.
yes,
So, if you accept to join, if you are interested to join, so if you join, then you will obviously get nice chances. This we are doing something different, so we expect you to join. So in
yes,
between, there there should be no other obligations. You can ask anything before joining, but once you join, you are committed. So that's the only thing. So no, we don't want to break the bond. Obviously,
yes, sir. Yeah.
I can
Uh,
say honestly, this is a very good opportunity for any fresher. So going to another country with very less experience is obviously impossible in any MNC company or any startup company.
Right, sir. Right. Yeah.
Okay. So you will get visa sponsorship, language training, everything. Yeah. Any other questions on this language bond?
Oh, sir, I think I'm well aware of everything and I accept, I'm committed to all the things.
Okay, this is obviously after in everything interview is done, every round of interview is done.
Yeah.
If you are okay, you can accept the offer. Otherwise, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, we expect you to accept the offer.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then that's all. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Harshvardhan, there is one key point which was miscommunicated regarding the contract of 2 years. If you fail to,
Yes,
continue with 2 years contract, there is a penalty of 1.6, including the salary which they gave you from the day one.
yes, yes, yes,
So
yes.
this was not communicated with you. So
Sorry, sir.
this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
this is the clause.
yeah. Got it, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Ashwatan.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Have a
Yes.
nice day. Bye bye. See you.